Hi, can I talk to Teresa? Oh, this is her mom? Oh, you Mother Teresa? Oh, I like that. Don't you tell me that it's alright, because I'm anticipating a long night.
As I just put these shoes on, I'm realizing, like, I don't remember when the last time I wore these was, but these things are kind of dirty. I mean, y'all can't really see, but this, like, this prime knit, this white in there, see if I can get some good lighting. I don't know if you guys can see, the white is kind of just dingy, like, compared to the cage and the laces. Obviously, the bottom is smoked, but maybe I'll try to clean these off for you guys today, and I'll show you how I get down with that. I gotta do some other shit first, so we'll do that when we come back.
Man, I've been up so damn early that I'm sleepwalking. Now my eyes are looking like Macaulay Culkins, while she roll around the city like I'm Steve Hawkins. These bitches walk a flock to us, yeah, when we walk in. They wanna act like it's a big deal. Ron Burgundy, I'm underground, but I'm popping up commercially. I keep it buzzing like a motherfucking worker bee, so I'ma need a couple G's if you want a verse of me.
Yo, what is going down, y'all? Happy Friday. Feels like this week just flew by. I'm so happy I'm off work today. I'm driving to go get an oil change right now because, as you saw if you watched the vlogs a couple weeks ago, I had to schedule this shit like weeks out because there's so many people in Colorado now. We can't just walk in and get an oil change, but nonetheless, we're about to go get that shit done. My car is like 1,000 miles over. I'll be happy to have that out of the way.
So let me take your paycheck. Now you gotta find another way to pay rent. Your life sucks like the Ravens. You ain't been on a date yet. I take your girl to dinner, then go home and have some great sex. Yeah, this gonna be a long night. I guarantee it, we probably gonna see the sunlight. Before our eyes wide shut, I'ma make a couple bucks and a couple hundred drinks. We about to turn it up like.
All right, got that done. We're all wrapped up at the car dealership. Got the oil changed. Forgot my headphones, which was a major L because I was gonna use that time while I was just sitting there doing nothing to do some edits. That didn't work out, but I was able to respond to some YouTube comments, so I guess that was productive. They told me at the next oil change, my brake pads are getting a little light, so I'm gonna need to get new brake pads. That's not gonna be very cheap. The light bulb, the little light bulb above my license plate, that shit is burned out. I don't know how long that's been burned out. I gotta get that fixed. Maybe I'll go buy a little bulb today from the auto parts store because you can get pulled over for that shit. And Lord knows it's the last thing I need in my life right now. I got enough going on. So that's what happened there. I'm about to go home, make some food because I'm starving, and we'll see where the day goes from there.
Don't you tell me that it's alright, because I'm anticipating a long night. Ooh, grab a Corona and pass out in the tub, and when I wake up everything will be alright. Yeah.
While I was eating lunch, this dude hit me up. He wants to buy my Olympic 6s. These joints right here. These came out in like 2009, so obviously this is an older shoe. It's not a super easy to find shoe. These are not DS. I've worn them, but they're in like mint condition. I mean, very pristine. So yeah, he wants to buy these. I'm gonna go meet up with him right now and sell him the shoe. I just gotta find the box. Got it. Boom. Old school label on there. Like I said, I think these joints came out in like 09. So, and just in case you don't know, any shoe I have in here is for sale. Like everything I have is always for sale for the right price. You know what I mean? Like, am I pushing everything I have out of my personal collection all the time? No. But if someone hits me up and they offer me the right price and they really want the shoe, it's for sale. The even funnier thing about this shoe, look what retail was on these joints back in the day. 160 is what that says. Olympic 6s back in 09, 160. Think about the 6s that just dropped today, the All-Star joints, right? Jordan Brand's taxing $225. These came out in 09 and they were 160. And this was a specialty shoe like that. I mean, the Olympic 6, this was a heater shoe back then. I mean, I think it still is a really dope shoe, but 160 versus 225. You know, obviously things increase over time, but that's a pretty big jump.
Keep on running till I'm red up in the face. Had a party at the crib, everyone was hella grateful. Wait a minute, got a bedroom full of strangers. I ain't talking Danny Granger, but I'm running out of pacers. I mean patience, nah, nothing can faze us. I know you say your name, but my mom was on vacation. Can't track that down, too many chasers. I can't pack that crowd, too many lamesters.
Whew, that was a close call with the camera. Almost had a spill trying to set it up to record the transaction for y'all. But yeah, super quick, super easy, super simple transaction, and he actually paid me a little more because I didn't have change for a 20. So he was like, screw it, and he just gave me 10 bucks extra. So that was cool, simple, easy. That's how it should be. Like, he hit me up, yo, I wanna get these sneakers. Where can you meet? I told them a spot that's right by my house. I meet at this restaurant. I always meet at the same restaurant right by my crib. Simple, easy, no bullshit. You gotta be careful though, you know, when you're buying and selling sneakers, always meet people in a public place. The sneaker game's crazy though. You gotta be careful. There's a ton of scammers, ton of frauds, ton of people that's just trying to get over on you. You gotta make sure you know who you're dealing with. Meet people in public. I personally have not really had too many problems. I mean, I've had a couple little things here and there, nothing serious. I'm really happy with the way that went down. Didn't even work today and still made some money, so that's always good. Now let's go try to wash these shoes. All right, so like I said earlier, I'm gonna show you guys my process to clean my Ultra Boost. I don't even know if that's doing it justice, but the Boost is pretty dirty, or maybe not dirty, just dingy. And then you have the Prime Knit. The Prime Knit's kind of like more off-white than the cage, and the laces, like, just a little bit dirty. Obviously the sole is super dirty, but who cares? I mean, these aren't insanely dirty. So I use a combo of Reshoevn8r and Jason Mark. I use the Reshoevn8r laundry system. If you guys have never seen that, you can go to reshoevn8r.com and cop that. I'll put the link in the description below. Basically, they just give you this laundry bag to put your sneakers in. They give you these shoe trees. So first we want to put the shoe trees in the shoe, just like that there. And if you want to be real bootleg with Ultra Boost, you can probably get away with it. You could probably just throw your shoes in a pillowcase and you don't even need shoe trees because these aren't really going to like lose shape. The shoe trees are more to keep the shape while they're in the wash. But that's more for like shoes that have leather, Jordans, shit like that. Next, you want to get yourself some shoe cleaner. I use this Jason Mark currently. I did have some Reshoevn8r that came with like that laundry pack, but I ran out, and this is just easy because they sell it at my local malls. Angelus, Jason Mark, Reshoevn8r, they're pretty much all the same. Just get yourself a good shoe cleaner that's not going to, you know, damage the shoe. And then a brush. These are Reshoevn8r brushes. I have 3 of them. They're all different. One's an all-purpose brush. One's a, whoa, shit. Wow. And then there's a sole brush. That's great for the Boost. So I'll probably be using both of these ones today. Some people think the all-purpose brush is a little too rough for the Prime Knit. On this shoe, I don't think it is. I never have any problem with it pulling or snagging or anything like that. So that's for this one, the all-purpose, which is a little bit finer bristle than your sole brush. That one's a lot rougher. And that I would not suggest using on the Prime Knit, but the all-purpose is cool. Next, you want to scrub the shoe down real good with your shoe cleaner. You can get yourself a bowl of warm water, pour some cleaner in it, do it that way. I usually do that if I'm doing multiple pairs. For now, I'm just going to go over to the sink since we're only cleaning this one pair. We're going to go ahead and take the laces out. Some warm water, wet your brush, put a little bit of this cleaner on there. Get the brush wet again. Drop your shoe on your dishes, that's fine. And then you just start scrubbing. And it should start to kind of foam up. Then we'll do the same thing for the Boost. Get it all lathery like that. You don't have to scrub the sole before you put them in. On my white pairs, I normally do. And how I clean the laces is pretty simple. I just kind of run them under some warm water. And I just use some like regular dish soap. Kind of pour it on there. And then you just rub your hands together like that. Make it so it's nice and lathered up with soap and water. And this really works well on laces. And you just kind of rinse them off. I mean, the laces are already like shining. There's really no need to wash them, but I would just throw them in the laundry bag with the shoe. Now they're ready for the wash. All right, you got the shoes in there. You got the laces in there. We're ready to wash. Now, what do you wash them with? So traditionally, I just use a normal Tide pod, like laundry pods, and I throw them in there and I do that. I just picked up these the other day. This is called Tide Rescue. Brights plus whites. Says right there, color safe. So this says it's supposed to fights dullness and dinginess, restores whites and brightens. It says safe to use with liquid and powder detergents. So I'm gonna throw this in addition to the Tide pod, and we'll see how it works. Both pods in there. And then I do delicate cycle and make sure it's on cold. You want cold, always use cold water, delicate cycle. And that's it. Now we'll wait and we'll see if them shits are shining. Or we'll see if I ruined my shoes using the Tide Rescue, trying to do some extra shit. Y'all can make fun of me for being extra. What's up, guys? I just got back home. We were gonna check on the shoes and see how clean they got, but now I gotta run back out because apparently someone else wants to buy another pair of shoes. So I'm about to go sell these Jordan 5s. These are the metallic 5s that dropped earlier this year. Got the receipt in here. Speaking of that, I don't know how people like lose receipts. Like these came from Nike.com. I've been sitting on this pair. These are dead stock. OG version, Nike on the back. These dropped earlier this year. Been sitting on them for a hot minute, but now this dude wants to buy them, so I'm gonna go sell them. I'm not gonna bring the camera because it's gonna be dark and you're not gonna be able to see shit anyway. I'll be right back and then we'll take a look at the Ultra Boost that we cleaned up. All right, y'all, finally we're ready to take a look at the shoe after the wash. I got mad distracted. I started cooking dinner. People started calling me, but nonetheless, here it is. This is what the shoe looks like after the wash. I mean, it looks really good. Like, it looks super clean. I'll just let y'all look at it for a second. pretty good on the bottom. The boost. So overall, really nice, really good job. Honest opinion, I don't really know that the Tide Rescue helped that much. This still looks dingy to me, and maybe it's just stained, but wasn't that the whole point of the Tide Rescue, to brighten the white shit and get out the stains? I don't know. The homie Dallas has a dead stock pair of these, and for some reason I feel like that shit looks whiter. Obviously I know these are never gonna look dead stock again, but I don't know for sure. Maybe I'll have to wash my triple whites with it or a couple other pairs just to make sure that it didn't work. But my initial look is, I feel like if I would have just washed these the way I do normally with the scrubbing down and the Tide Pod, it would have been the exact same result. Don't rush out and buy that Tide Rescue shit until I do a couple more washes on some other shoes, and I'll let you guys know if I really think it's worth it. I don't even remember what the hell the cost was on it, to be honest. They also had an OxyClean version, like OxyClean pods or whatever, so I might try those as well. I might try a few different things and we can kind of see what works the best. Overall, I mean, the shoe does look great. It still looks super, super clean. Here's the other one. I did not put the laces back in that one yet. Looking really good too. So there you go. That's how I clean my Ultra Boost. That's kind of the process. We tried something new with the Tide Rescue. I can't definitively say yes or no on it. I'm gonna give it a few more tries and see what's up. If you guys like videos like this, let me know. If you want me to try the OxyClean and try a couple other things and see if they really whiten up the shoes more, I'm more than happy to do more videos like this. Shout out to everybody leaving comments telling me all kinds of different stuff they want to see. That's awesome because it gives me topics, it gives me things to talk about, it gives me ideas for content to put out for you guys. So I do appreciate that. Like I said, give the video a thumbs up if you like this. If you want to see more stuff like this, let me know in the comments as well. Huge shout out to everyone that hit me up on social media, that left comments congratulating me on getting to 1,000 subscribers. That's really big for me in less than a month. I mean, only 17 vlogs in. That's pretty dope. I have really high expectations for myself. I have really high expectations for the channel. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying what I'm doing and the work I'm putting in. And I can't wait to see where we're at by the end of the year. So I can't say thank you enough to you guys. That's about it on this one. Thanks again, guys, and I will see you on Monday.
So let's just kick it in the back of my apartment or at Madison Square Garden. We could go and watch the Rangers. Central Park, or we could go until it's dark. And when somebody try to stalk you, I just keep you out of danger. Just come to the crib, just hop in the Benz first.